Western.
I think you're hiding this time, Aileen, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm
And
just
Sid,
going
you're
to...
all right.
Oh, no
This is
sexual
Val's.
innuendos.
Oh, okay.
Don't touch me in any
There
way.
you go. All right, there we go. So we should say this is a great big deal because I know that Greystones bizarrely hasn't had a dramatic society since I think the 70s or 80s. Certainly there was one of the 80s, an operatic and dramatic society. Given that we are a town of artists, really, it always amazed me that we didn't have a drama group. For you guys getting involved in the Greystones Players, was it a kind of a no-brainer? Did you have, I don't know, experience before? I don't know how you came to it.
I was headhunted. I'm just saying.
Very nice.
Well, I haven't lived in Greystones for over 30 years.
Right.
I lived in the UK. So I came back just over a year ago, and I did amateur dramatics in the UK with myself and my wife and my kids for 30 years. Right. So it was one of the natural steps I thought I should take.
Well, I know that there's going to be many a wonderful adventure here on Theatre Lane with many hopefully productions over the years. But the first one, Dancing at Lughnasa, Brian Friel, 1990, made into famously into a movie with Meryl Streep in 1998. For you guys, was there, when it came to playing Maggie and Father Jack, Father Jack, there we go.
Absolutely.
Was there a sense of having to, I don't know, whether you went to the movies for the, to see it again, whether you went to the book, the original play to read the, I don't know why one gets ready for this.
Well, I was very familiar with the play, and I actually own the movie with Meryl Streep.
Wow, you own it?
Totally different.
How were the royalties on that?
I liked it so much I bought it,
very good.
A long time ago. But
Okay.
very, very different from the play. Play is fabulous, absolutely a must-see, guys. Come on down. And to play Maggie, amazing, because when I looked at all the characters and you're reading, you make suggestions who you might like to play, and you suggest to the director who you think you'd like to play, and then she just tells you, well, you're playing. No, not really.
Well,
Maggie was fabulous.
I saw a production of Dancing at Lughnasa in Cambridge, and the Arts Theatre in Cambridge, in probably around 2000 or maybe the late 90s, and it was really very good, and I was really impressed by it. And also a friend of mine down in Cork told me he stage managed Dancing at Lughnasa at the school that he used to teach in Mallow. So,
well, it's certainly a play that's been all over the world, Sydney, Tokyo, everywhere. I think at this stage, obviously
it's
New York
relevant
and
to
London.
everybody. It's relevant to families because I don't know if your listeners know so much about it, but it's about 5 sisters.
Yeah.
And Irish families are big, so everybody's going to relate to this play, and each sister has their own individual personality and all that business going on, and their own little relationships with each other. And I love playing Maggie because she's mad and she smokes. I get to smoke in this play. I'm not a smoker, not that smoking's cool. It's a no-no, but I'm only acting the smoking out. But it's fun to do.
And also I think that there's even nowadays with so much reflection going on in Ireland about the kind of things that happened back in the 30s, and this is quite topical, I think, in terms of the correlation between the way people are thinking now about the things that went on or were allowed to go on and so on. And there are parts of it that are...
Well, certainly Ireland's changing so much now. It's great to sort of reflect on what we've been through in such a short time. There's a huge leaps in how people live, their relationship to the church, and just generally our standard of living in many different respects has changed. But I know Brian based it a lot on, it's centred around a 7-year-old boy, Michael, who sort of spends his summer with his aunties up in Donegal, and his own kind of childhood in Glenteals sort of had that similar experience. Now, I don't know when it comes to tapping into that era, whether you watch TG4 a lot, whether you lick John Hind postcards, how one sort of gets into that mindset, because it is a different world, and yet, as you say, it's universal and it is timeless. But you are stepping into a certain kind of way of thinking, a way of even behaving.
I guess so, but it's family life is family life. It was family life then in a big family. It's family life now in a big family. We have a wonderful director who really knows her stuff and has a really great insight into how things should be done. I mean, we obviously all have our own artistic, that we throw in, but she's a really great sense of how the era was, and where we might have, it's like interpretations, everybody's interpretation of everything, we might have read the script and say, oh, I'm going to play this line this way and I'm going to do it this way, and you think you've got a pin, this is nailed, and then you'll go in and AD director will say, yeah, I see what you say, but what about? And you go, oh my God, yeah, of course. So there's loads of that, and then sometimes your idea is the one that goes, and mostly, but it's fabulous. It's fabulous.
Just to say now, in Irish Catholic society, up to about the 1970s, a large family, 5 would mean impotence. 13 is a large family. I come from a family of 13. I think there's a very strong tradition of never ever stopping having kids, and but that feeling too that Greystones is long overdue. A drama group. Obviously, there's huge potential here. There's many beautiful plays. I don't know if you guys have particular tastes, whether you go towards the Mammoths, or whether you go towards the Shakespeare's or Tennessee Williams, or whether it's just an all open book for in regard to what you could do.
As far as I was concerned, in the UK, it was everything. It was Shakespeare, it was Oscar Wilde, it was pantomimes, because it was a community organisation, and it involved parents, grown-up people, and children as well. And it was a wonderful communal effort in 2 very small villages.
Cool, which is what we're
and they're still going, and going
here.
very well. They were called the Morden Players, and they were excellent. And
Right.
It was great community spirit.
Yeah,
No, that's a
and
goal
this
for
is a
18
community
and
theatre group as well, and that's what we do hope for. But we're new, but we will have all age groups. I mean, we have a fairly good age group at the moment.
Yeah.
I think I'm one of the youngest.
Hey, I love the
All right,
fact
I'm not going to say anything about myself.
I love the fact that there are so many people involved, that you've got 2 productions really, that's going to happen between the 11th and 14th of May here.
Yes.
And that there's so you'd have you'll be playing Maggie, but then there'll be somebody else playing Maggie on a different night.
Yeah.
So that's that wonderful thing. It's like seeing another musician cover the song that you're singing, and getting to see what they do with it. And
well, it wasn't a wonderful thing. The director started out with all these actors, and she's looking at the play, and she's trying to decide from all these actors that she has just joined who'll play the part. How ironic was it that she was able to get 2 people to play those characters.
Sure.
And I thought that was amazing. And to be fair and to give everybody a chance.
Exactly, it was a big
2 casts to give everybody,
we were
it
to
had its
encourage
little,
people.
it's my turn, not my turn.
but would you
And
notice
of
a
course,
difference
there's 3 boys in it, and we just have 2 families to relate to. But it works
and
out
it's
very
great,
fine.
and we all get on really, really well, and it's good. It's cool.
Sweet. Well, I wish you
great.
the best of luck. We'll have all the contact
You're coming, right?
links and all, of course, yes. But we have the links above this interview, just letting people grab their tickets, and it's going to be an amazing kind of a beginning, because I do think, as I said, long overdue. It's always a joyful thing to be in a room with a bunch of people that and magic is happening. There's something beyond any kind of measure that you just taps into human kind of nature in a way that's hard to put into words, because it's just that wonderful magic feeling. So have a wonderful time, and
Thank you very much.
Thank you for this.
Thank you.